Start, 2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond. Very happy.
Good morning, everyone. Whoa. Sometimes you go to bed on time, but you have a dream that is so involved you wake up really tired. That's what happened to me this morning. There's no other way to describe it, you know? So I'm on my way to work. After finishing up on some projects in well, not quite the manner in which I wanted to finish them up, but more like it just didn't go anywhere. It just didn't go anywhere. I got stuck. So it looks like I'm going to have to bail out. But more about that later. And I'm already back on my way home. Well, I say already. It's been another wonderful 9 hours, I'd say. Now let's get back to some comments. Hey guys. Like I said, I raced home to get started on my comic book. By comic book, I mean my 6-page adventure for the The100's Anthology. So, because we are so close to actually putting this all out, all 18 of us, I think. I'm not going to show you any more art. You're just going to have to wait and back, because there's a Kickstarter coming. But there's so many people having fun with the 100 days of making comics. I thought I'd just make a little bit of a video talking about what we're doing. So there's the 100 days of making comics, as started by Kevin Macleoud of Monkey Mod fame. And I did mine last year. Wait, that was not as solid as I thought. So I did mine last year, and I'm working on a comic book called Phosphor, which is a science fiction, horror-y, adventure-y type comic book of a group of people discovering an installation of some sort and a lurking biomechanical monster of some sort. And they get killed off one by one. Sounds fun? Well, I'll try and make it fun for the reader. And I'm not the only one who's done this challenge, of course. There's lots of us. In fact, there's way more now than there's ever been, it seems, which is awesome. And I've been trying to catch up on everyone's videos. So those of us who finished in the last couple of years, I guess, or even fairly recently, have banded together, and we're putting out a little book with the theme Life in Space. And so everyone gets to make a 6-page comic book in 100 days, which is, I think we're about day 80 something. And then we're going to kickstart it, which is super exciting, because I've never done such a thing before. And it's good practice. Okay. All right. So where am I at with my little comic book, my little 6-page comic book? I need to scan stuff in. I need to add text. I need to add the actual story in words to complement the pictures, or add what is not there. And so, so there's 2 ways of going about this. Either I buy a scanner, or I get it scanned. And scanning it means going to the shop, and I only have about 45 minutes left before it closes at 8, or going very low tech and using my iPhone, which is not very low tech at all, and then taking lots of high-res pictures and stitching it together in Photoshop. I can do that too. So before I get into that, and of course that means a lot of retouching. There's red lines, there's some blue lines, but there's still a lot of pencil that kind of are very sensitive areas, and I think it just kind of needs to be taken out. It's looking pretty good. So where was I? I was talking about comics. So this is going to go through Photoshop, and of course I'm going to do a little bit of retouching because I've learned a lot. Like putting these pages together has been, as Chris would say, heaps of fun. And it's been a lot of fun, but it's also been a big learning experience. And one of the biggest things for me is seeing how much the leap my art has made since I finished my 100 days of making comics, and that 10-page issue 0, which I put up on Gumroad, which is still up there if you want to have a look. I'll put the link down below. So I have one of the pages up here on the wall because this is my page. This is the first page I finished, and so I was very happy with it. Actually, let me just show you that. That's right there. And so now, having, done a lot more art, and this 6-page comic, which I worked very hard on the art, I realized a lot of the problems that eluded me over there. And at some point I started realizing what the problems were, but I just didn't have the skill yet to fix it, I guess. I just didn't have the eye for it. That's my flatmate in the background. Blow drying right here. And so I think I did a better job here, but there's still this panel right here where I'm like, it's getting there, but it needs some retouching. Let's make things a little bit more clear. But this is the, I guess every comic you make, you get a little better, huh? Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get back to work. Thanks so much for checking out my day 87 of this 100-day challenge of getting a 6-page comic book out the door just in time for the The100's Anthology. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jan. I'm a Dutch artist. I've been living abroad for quite some time, mostly London and a little bit of Bogota, Colombia, but now mainly Barcelona, Spain. If you'd like to see more of this city and what I get up to in my sketchbook every day, be sure to check out my Sunday vlog, Sketchalona. And while I still have your attention for a few seconds more, a little shout out. Go say hi to Ape Sapien. He's just reached day 75. That's a momentous occasion. That means the end is in sight. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.